And welcome to this week's Golf Equipment Q&A. I'm Valerie Melvin. I'm here with Frank Thomas, and we're in the Frankly Frog Putting Studio in Orlando, Florida, where it's our mission to help you improve your putting. It's okay, Frank. It's okay, all those US golf fans. You'll have another chance in 2 years.
Other team, wasn't it exciting?
It was wonderful.
And that's what the Ryder Cup's all about. It's the most exciting match you can ever see. And a couple of people did very well. Ricky Fowler did super well. Tiger did pretty well after he's coming out of a sort of a low. And the entire team did well. And congratulations to the American team and Corey. But of course, obviously, we must congratulate Mondi and his team for the victory. Well done, guys.
Yep, it was a wonderfully entertaining. Anyhow, to this week's Q&A was from Martin. And Martin had a question about driver head size, Frank. He really wants to know the difference between a 350cc driver head and the 460cc heads that we see out there.
Well, Martin, that's about 110 cc's. As far as performance is concerned, Martin, it's funny in nature and even gullible golfers and manufacturers, as soon as the USGA sets a limit somewhere, they were right up against the limit. And the reason is because golfers believe that if you're close to the limit, it must be good, because the USGA wouldn't have set a limit if it wasn't something that was going to improve performance. But that's not necessarily the case. In many cases, the limits have been set arbitrarily. And as an example, here are 3 tee. This is the standard tee that we used to be, about 2 1/4 inches, and this one breaks most of the time, and that's the limit that the USGA set. Now, there's no reason for that. However, fortunately, the golfers understand, hey, you've gone too far, and we don't need to go there, so they're not producing these tees. Manufacturers aren't making any money out of them. However, the 460cc driver is also right at the limit. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the most efficient and optimum design. It's what golfers are looking for. They think they're going to get their maximum distance from that. But you can step down maybe 50 cc's or so without having a very much of a detrimental effect. And the moment of inertia can come down a little bit without, and certainly the length of the driver. We're now selling 46-inch drivers and huge heads. It's absolutely sort of ridiculous to go that way, but the manufacturers are pushing it because that's what the market wants. Now, as soon as the golfers start recognizing that it's not the optimum, it'll give the manufacturers leeway to go ahead and design under the limits and come up with more effective club designs. So let's see what happens. And Martin, enjoy your club. I know you're going to be more accurate with a shorter driver, and 360cc's is not bad.
Very good, very good. Thanks for that, Frank. We'll be back in touch next week, but until then,
may the frog be with you. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Find your frog at franklyfrog.com.
Ribbit.